Hello everyone, we are glad to have you back. Despite the worries of many fans, Rick and Morty Season 7 did well without Justin Roiland. The show was able to breathe again and concentrate on Rick and his grandson's crazy cosmic adventures because the new voice actors, Ian Cardoni and Harry Belden, did a fantastic job voicing their individual roles. They are given significant missions once more in the animated series, particularly those that center on family. The show heavily emphasizes the concepts of unity and trust in the season finale. In the process, it redefines how Morty and the crazy scientist see each other, which is a significant step. It's a significant turning moment that bodes well for them in the Smiths' fascinating Morty and Rick 8th season. In the Rick and Morty Season 7 conclusion, Morty comes out of a fear hole and realizes he needs to get over his fears. He was afraid that Rick would think less of him and that as he grew older, he would become too dependent on him. Morty believes Rick views him as Rick's sidekick. Therefore, he understands he ought to break things up. This is the ideal entrance point for Morty to launch additional adventures by himself. In Season 7, he contributed to the Alphabetrians' rescue. Additional missions featuring a mature and self-reliant Morty might demonstrate his development and perhaps cause tension with Rick, who adores and desires him in his life. Following this route gives Morty the opportunity to meet Evil Morty and become his new tutor. After all, Morty respects Evil Morty for his brilliance and uniqueness. Now that they're in agreement, Evil Morty and Free Morty can finally work together. The Adult Swim series will, however, take one twist out of that strategy. Arguably, Evil Morty's greatest challenge will come from his invention, which has the power to eliminate every Rick in the show's multiverse. Although he understands Rick may be a liability in real life, he still loves his grandfather. It suggests that either Morty and Rick will have to make a big decision, or that Morty will miss the elderly man. It also suggests that Morty is capable of treachery. Surprisingly, during that lone trip, Morty assisted in bringing the Alphabetrians and Numbericans together. However, there was a post-credits sequence in that episode where a new, enigmatic enemy was revealed. Eager to unite in a new alliance to combat this menace, the Geometrons asked for assistance in an attempt to defend their kingdom. This pulls Ice-T and his wife Sinistar 7 back into the picture. The Geometron emissary Ice Cube made it apparent that a coalition was required to save all of their empires. Morty going with them could get old after a while. Rather, this is the ideal opportunity for Rick and Morty Season 8 to extend a job offer to Summer and Space Beth. This is their chance to shine, whether they choose to work with Morty or go on the quest alone. They have performed well in numerous intergalactic conflicts, and Rick and Space Beth have been astonished by Summer's untamed side. Taking on this mother-daughter quest could provide more detail on topics the show hasn't explored frequently. These include the fact that Summer identifies as bisexual, the fact that Space Beth is in a triple with Beth and Jerry, and Summer's specific goals for her destiny, since identity was a major issue in the previous Numberican and Alphabetrian battles. This seems like the ideal setting for supporting characters to further explore their own identities. Rick was a cold, preoccupied character in Season 7. He drove Bigfoot away, made Churi, and then abandoned him. This might lead to them banding together to pursue Rick and Morty and forging lethal coalitions with other adversaries. Rick may revert to his violent, obsessive, and compulsive ways as a result of this competition, where he needs enemies to kill. This would offer him a reason to experiment in his lab, creating new instruments and weaponry. This strategy has the potential to further polarize President Curtis and validate Unity's claim that Rick is addicted to becoming a monster. Rick has the potential to go down yet another rabbit hole, the need to locate Diane once more. He learns about the fear hole from Morty, as well as the phony Rick and Diane he met who fell in love once more. It's imperative that this doesn't inspire Rick to look for her outside of the curve. Although Rick appeared to embrace Morty and the Smiths as his true norths, he is all too willing to return to his poisonous habits and jeopardize reality in order to satisfy his narcissistic aspirations. In the end, this provides the Smiths a really meaningful goal, to help Rick see how valuable they are. Intriguing dynamics regarding Morty's willingness to go to great lengths to bring him back to the light will also result from it. That is, if Rick truly wants to put the past behind him, prioritize his new family, and embody the selflessness Diane would be proud of. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.